Okay, let's start. I start opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So awareness in all areas. So I'm expanding. And the energy field can always be more expanded. So the light that comes into our system helps to transform our system. And the light is basically just pure information and changes the information in our body and energy bodies. Then I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies. Surface energies are, the energies that are creating the noise, that are moving on the top of our system, just the movement there. So these energies that are just taking us away from the present moment and away from the intuition. So all sorts of different energies, emotions and other energies we've been exposed to the past 1 or 2 days. So I'm clearing. And by clearing, maybe you can feel right away that the body starts relaxing more, because the movement creates tension in the body. And when the energies are gone, there is this openness. So this would be, I was talking about before, the yes of the system. So the system enjoys the noise being removed, and then also more light entering, more high vibrational divine light. So it's just open. And this is going to happen more and more. By doing this work, the energy field just opens up more and more, and then stays more open, so that more life energy can flow through our system, and also we're more receptive to high vibrational divine lights. So there's already a lot of light present, very beautiful. It's flowing in. So there's a massive amount of light already waiting on the crown chakra and third eye chakra in that area to come into our system. So it flows into the body and the energy bodies. It's just flowing in the physical body. It's also removing blockages. So there are a lot of like pathways that the light wants to move through, and certain paths are blocked. So it's also working on clearing the blockages, and certain areas are not naturally so much exposed to light than other areas of your body. And this is also where the light then throughout the session moves into, if possible, and is working on those areas. So this is happening throughout the whole session anyways. A lot of light is flowing in. So it fills up the body, the energy body, and the area around you as well. So the body starts feeling very comfortable. It's relaxing more. It's surrendering more to the energies. If there is still a little bit of tension, I'm clearing it right now. So that you can relax even more. Relaxing is the key, just relaxing into the energies. So for the body, it's like, when you take a sun bath and, it's really nice to feel the warm sun on the skin and just you feel rejuvenated from the sun and so forth. And this is the same happening right now as well. This is like a spa moment for the body as well. Feeling cozy and comfortable. And then I clear energies out of the mind. So the thoughts, energies on the mind level it's just stuck energy. And because we learn in school and throughout our life that, we use our intellect, or the most focus is on the intellect and on the thinking. This is why we naturally put our attention on our thoughts or the thoughts that are arising, and we think they're our truth. And this is just why there is stuck energies on the mind level so much, because this is a normal function of our, or a trained function of our body and body. And so I'm clearing the stuck energies out of the mind level. So that there is more space, more light can enter, and that you experience no or less thoughts. And the thoughts are just in a way, because when we want to think about something, we use our mind, we focus on certain things, then there is no distraction. We can use the full energy and the full attention to focus the mind on whatever we need to focus on, versus there's just so much going on and so many different thoughts, and it's very hard to focus. And when thoughts are gone or they're less grabby, then we can use the intellect in a much better way, in a more focused way. So there's more light entering specifically with the information. So the light that's present right now, it contains calming energy, so it's more calming, so that the body mind can calm down even more and more. You can fall into this meditation, drop into this meditation better and better and easier. Then there is the energy of trust coming in. Trust. This is what the system needs right now. So trust in the process, trust in yourself, in your intuition, into life energy, into your personal life experience, so that there's just trust there. That everything is exactly how it's supposed to be for you as an individual. So we can't know what's good for others, really, because everybody's very individual. So we can't put our understanding of what's good for us on other people. So it's really about our own personal system. And we get exactly what we need. Others get what they need. And trust for that is coming in. Trust, trust, trust. We are all creating our own reality. So we are all, our own consciousness is showing in this 3D reality exactly what we need to see and need to experience. So when the information, when we talk about it, it's one thing is for the intellect, it's good to understand, but when the energy is coming in into our system and carries this information, it really becomes a very natural understanding. So it's like we live from there, we live from this understanding. So this is what the energies are doing. They come into every cell of the body, put this information into every cell so that we just come from there. So the trust is just there. We don't need to work for it or anything. It's just part of us. Same with this understanding that everything is exactly how it's supposed to be for us in the present moment. Then we just know that. There is no doubt, we just know that and we can go from there. And there is already light waiting that wants to move into the collective. It's also this trust energy. So it's here now. It's coming in already very strongly. Trusting in life. And this energy moves through us into the collective. So again, horizontal, it moves horizontal. And when you say, but there is a lot happening on this in the collective that's wrong. So we need the trust. So we need these high vibrational energies so that people stop acting on their fears and other low vibrational energies. So we need to change, like we here as individuals, but also in the collective, we need to change the way of how actions are, from where actions are coming from. So that actions are not coming from fear and ego-based low vibrational energies, survival mode energies, but more from trust and other energies. So just for understanding. So the trust is moved into the collective now through us. And maybe you can feel how the trust moves through the heart chakra. This is also where we can experience it as individuals. This is where the trust is basically based in the heart. Also, the intuition is based in the heart. And it's very interesting. I just see the trust moving into collective with quite of a forceful. And then other energies are just being removed left and right, like they just fall, they just uh, fall away. So a lot of low vibration energies are just falling away, misunderstandings, a lot of misunderstandings. And the trust becomes so strong, it's overriding experiences where we lost trust in life or God or the universe. There were just situations where we're like, okay, I lose all my trust because life reflects that I can't trust anymore. We have an experience that makes us lose the trust. And also these energies are falling away. And I also help to remove them. So also in the collective, for example, what I see right now is, let's say, just to give a few examples, indigenous people, who were living their lives and then, others came and took over their land, for example, they lost their trust. So this is right now being healed. I just see different situations, or people, that just experience situations where they lost trust because they had a very traumatic experience, and now the energy of the traumatic experience is being removed. So that doesn't mean that the experience didn't happen in a present moment in the past, but energetically it's being removed. And from the perspective of right now, it doesn't exist anymore. So basically the past has changed, but in the present moment. So this is happening. Then areas where a lot of manipulation was present. People were manipulated. This is being cleared. The energy of manipulation also in our own system. I also help that. So when this happens throughout our life, we were in a situation where we felt manipulated and we acted from that place. It wasn't then an action of our highest truth. It was an action of this place of feeling manipulated. It's a different action. So I clear the energy. Then heart chakra, the sadness around feeling disconnected. So this is one of them, the core energies. So feeling disconnected, when we incarnate as humans, we're getting veiled. This is just normal, everybody's experiencing that. And there is this disconnection happening, and we still sense that we also had different experiences before we incarnated. So this sense doesn't leave us, basically. So some people sense it more, some people sense it less. But this sense can create painful experiences. So this sense of separation. So I clear it out of the system, but also the heart chakra, specifically the sadness and devastation around separation. And actually, I see, so when I look into the collective and I see the sense of separation, of oneness basically coming back. So just, it doesn't mean that people have to realize on an intellectual level or anything that, you know, we are more than just humans and so forth. It's not about spiritual awakening. It's just about removing the energy of separation. It raises the vibration tremendously. So everybody can be, you know, people can be in their life story and in their ego and so forth. It doesn't really matter, but just clearing these energies raises the vibration of the collective a lot. Maybe you can feel that, you know, I just remove more of these energies and the vibration rises so much. You can, you know, tune into that and see how it feels. There's a lot more relaxation, there is a lot more trust, there is a lot more the joy of existence for life. And of course, from that place, very different decisions are being made. And life is experienced also in a different way. So I clear more of this out of the collective. In general, this fear of separation or the separation itself, it's just an energy. And with that, a lot of light comes in, or more light can be present. The higher vibrational we are, the collective is, the more light can be here. High vibrational light. And then again, the light is working on everybody, and then we're raising the vibration even more. The light is doing that. So it's just getting higher and higher. So let's sit with this for 2-3 minutes, just to see, to experience this, and also to hold the energy in this space for a few moments. And there are energies that don't prefer that, for example, you know, they don't prefer the high vibrations, they feel disturbed by them. So I just see their movements as well. But it's like, compared to the light and to the high vibration that's present, it's like very tiny movement, and it like it doesn't interfere with the light at all, but it's also there, you know. But the light is a lot, first of all, there's a lot more light present versus these other energies, and they can't interfere with the light at all. But they're still present. So what I'm going to do now, I also put the energy of balance, because the balance is always the point, the, you know, the 0 point, or the best, I don't know how to put it, the balance point. So I put in balance into those energies that don't prefer the high vibration and the light. And basically what I see now is they just become smoother. So a bit smoother. The outcome of their, so they have to play out, right? Because some energies have to play out, or at least in the clearing, the clearing has to happen. So the energies have to be removed out of the system and they have to play out, but they will play out, or the playing out is going to happen in a smoother way, or not as low vibrational, basically. It's like when we experience healing and clearing in our system, right? We see certain emotions coming up. They have to be met and then leave the system for good. Same on the collective. Some things have to be met. They have to be seen and then they leave. And now there's a lot of energy coming in with the information of peace, but it's information for a peaceful living. So it's, how we experience peace in the system is a possibility, but this specifically comes into the collective and it contains information for the system around peace. So how we can cultivate more peace as a community or in the collective. So some people will receive this information and they will start projects, they will start a company, they they express it, through art or whatever. It's just going to be expressed from different people in different ways because the energies come in and it can only manifest in this reality through us. So I see a lot of new ideas now popping up in people's systems around. So because it's information for the system, also for the intellect, how to cultivate more peace. So, and let's bring more and more of this energy into our own system and into the collective. And let's sit with this for the next 20 minutes in silence. Okay, we are finished. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining and for being part of moving this energy into the collective. That's very amazing. So thank you so much. And thank you for receiving. And yeah, see you